That's in my book.
What did he do?
Well, my grandfather was betrothed to Josephina. Well, here comes this mafia guy from Sicily, from Palermo. And the father called my grandfather, "Hey, Cancilla, come over to my place." And he fed him wine, good wine. And my grandfather thought, what the hell? What is this? Well, how come this cheapskate's giving me good wine? He goes, "I got to tell you something. He said, you know, you and Josephina got the maritale. You're supposed to get married. But now, Culici wants her, and he's rich. And if you marry, you wreck her chance." So he thought it over, he said, "But don't worry, we'll give you Peppina." And he thought, Peppina, she's sort of a moron. What am I going to do with Peppina? Oh, Peppina's a good girl. She can cook, she can sew. So he thought it over. He says, okay. So Josephina married the Culici. And time went by, and it was time for his wedding. So everybody was at the church waiting for him. He didn't show up, so they sent the boy over. So the boy gets this, "Hey, Cancilla, it's your wedding." He goes, "Come here, boy." He says, "You go tell your people. If I wasn't good enough for Josephina, Peppina isn't good enough for me. You go tell them like that." So the boy did, and they all ran out there, including the Capitan of the police. And he told them, "Don't come on my land or I'll shoot you." And they looked at him, he had his gun in his hand. And they said, "Oh, you know, the wedding is..." So then the mafia guys, "I'll get you for this." And then they all went away.
Was this in Trebia?
Yeah, in Trebia.
And then what happened to Josephina?
She married the guy.
The other guy?
Yeah, the mafia guy.
So then who did who did he end up marrying?
He didn't marry anybody. He wouldn't marry Peppina. But then, one day...
Well, who was he then?
Who?
Who was he that didn't marry anybody?
My grandfather.
Well, he had to marry somebody.
Well, later, he was going down the road, and he sees this girl.
Okay.
He sees this young girl, 14, and she had her hoe in her hand, and she had her goats. And he goes, "Hey, hello." She was good looking. He goes, "Hey, hello." And she looked at him. "I don't talk to strangers." "I see you every day." "Too bad."
Is this Ignazia?
Yeah, so later he found out who she was. And he goes, "Hey, Ignazia, how do you know my name?" "Your uncle told me." "You know I like you." "Well, I don't know you, I don't like you." So that went on for a bit, and then finally he tells the uncle, "Look, you tell your niece, she better be nice to me or I'll just kidnap her." And in Sicily it was the custom, if you liked the girl, you got a blanket, you threw it over her head and kidnapped her, and you raped her, and then she had to marry you.
Was she a rancatory?
Yeah. Her father was mayor of the town of Trebia.
Of Trebia?
Yeah. So he threatened him. So finally they let her, they told her, "You better marry him." But she liked him anyhow, but kept it a secret. So they got married. I forget how old he was. He wasn't young, but she was 14.
Wow.
She had 2 kids that diad, diphtheria. And,
before they came over here?
Oh, yeah. Well, no,
Well, how come then she ended up crabby, huh?
Well, when
she was old.
You come over, she came over to the United States, couldn't read or write, totally peasant, and the husband died 6 months into her pregnancy.
With
Petrina, Babe's mother.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, what would you do? What would you feel? You're in a strange land. Good thing the people there were related, just cousins that you were staying with.
Right.
So she had to go to work. She went to the factory, canneries, cutting apricots. What, maybe 10, 15 cents a day? Nothing.